Veteran BBC radio presenter and broadcasting legend Steve Wright has died at the age of 69. Wright hosted shows on BBC Radio 1 and Radio 2 for more than 4 decades, and was last on air hosting a pre-recorded Valentine show on Sunday. The BBC said he died on Monday. Paying tribute, his family said in a statement, "It is with deep sorrow and profound regret that we announce the passing of our beloved Steve Wright." In addition to his son, Tom, and daughter, Lucy, Steve leaves behind his brother, Laurence, and his father, Richard. Also, much-loved close friends and colleagues, and millions of devoted radio listeners who had the good fortune and great pleasure of allowing Steve into their daily lives as one of the UK's most enduring and popular radio personalities. Bosses at the BBC also paid tribute, with Lorna Clark, Director of Music, describing Wright as an extraordinary broadcaster, someone audiences loved, and many of us looked up to. She added, "He loved radio, and he loved the BBC, but most of all, he loved his audience." The Godfather BBC presenters pay tribute former BBC radio colleagues, including Ken Bruce, Simon Mayo, and Tony Blackburn joined the tributes, with Mayo describing the DJ as one of the greats and a fabulous creative whirlwind of a presenter. Sarah Cox, who was on air on Radio 2 when the news was announced, said staff were all absolutely devastated and shocked and blindsided following Wright's death. "Steve was an extraordinary broadcaster, a really, really kind person," she said. "He was witty, he was warm, and he was a huge, huge part of the Radio 2 family. And I know my fellow DJs will all be absolutely shattered too." Radio 2 breakfast presenter Zoe Ball said on X that life would not be the same, while Joe Wiley described him as a legend and the broadcaster's broadcaster. Scott Mills said Wright was the best to ever do it, as he shared his memories of working with him.